This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
Just hours ago, the Supreme Court decided to temporarily extend access to an abortion pill. But that order is only good until Friday, when it's expected to make another ruling. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
I'm Kelly Jackson. This comes after a lower court ruling prevented patients from getting mifepristone by mail. It's an FDA-approved drug that has been used for decades. Tonight, Justina Coronel went to the Metro East to discuss what is next for organizations helping pregnant patients. And she's here in studio. What did you learn, Justina?
Yeah, Kelly. So earlier today, I went to Planned Parenthood in Fairview Heights. And I'm told since the overturn of Roe, it's been seeing about 800 patients a day needing abortion services. And now with the court's decision on the line, Planned Parenthood isn't the only one keeping a close eye on the court's decision. It's a division outside the Planned Parenthood in Fairview Heights. Two different options as you enter. Once inside the facility, Dr. Colleen McNicholas provides this option.
We are going to continue to provide medication abortion.
McNicholas acknowledges that the pill is now facing a problem. The U.S. Supreme Court is determining if a key abortion pill, mifepristone, could be blocked from patients.
So the truth is more than half of all abortions in this country are terminated with the use of medication.
She believes it's a decision that could be detrimental.
It's going to have ripple effects, not just in the provision of abortion, but the provision of sexual and reproductive health care more broadly. It is certainly possible that more folks will choose procedural abortion over medication abortion. That will require an operational pivot.
It comes at a time in which the Metro East location is already overwhelmed.
A few years ago, we were seeing about 3,500 abortion patients a year, and now we are probably going to be close to 9, almost 10,000 abortion patients this year.
A post-Roe reality for Coalition Life 2. The organization is right next door.
I think we've seen an uptick in out-of-state and a pretty steady stream. We're seeing a lot of traffic from places like Texas, Georgia, Tennessee. We're out in front of these abortion clinics.
An ultrasound van and its office are parked directly behind Planned Parenthood. They eagerly await for the court's decision, ready to serve even more people.
We're very concerned about that.
Both are taking different approaches to help patients in this position, hoping to guide them in the right direction.
Whoever needs help, we're there.
The only way to push back is to do it together.
Now, new restrictions will remain on hold until 11:59 p.m. on Friday, when the court is expected to make another ruling. For now, the abortion pill is still available in states that allow it.
Thank you, Justina. St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones and her budget chief unveiled their new spending plan today.
The budget includes more money for police and the circuit attorney's office, but not everyone is getting what they asked for.
Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is live downtown. Mark, take us through the proposal.
Kelly and Mike, good evening. The new Board of Aldermen kick off a budget process with some complicated financial questions on the horizon. We'll give the big picture first. More or less, the city government is on something of an inflation-induced sugar high right now. Things just cost more to buy, and sales taxes are a percentage of that higher price tag, so government sees more money coming in, but the pace of inflation is slowing, and economists see some perhaps darker economic conditions ahead, which could dry up some of those government taxes. The $250 million Rams money is not in this budget. Neither is any money from new marijuana sales taxes. So consider those buckets of money as break glass in case of emergency funds. But the city is still spending more. 5.5% more on police, nearly 2% more on the circuit attorney's office, and 7% more overall. Even as president of the Board of Aldermen, Megan Green, projected that a lawsuit challenging the city's earnings tax, a big part of their income stream, if that goes away, it could blow a $100 million hole in the budget.
We are in a good fiscal place as a city. This is a budget, though, that does anticipate that we will be faced with a recession toward the end of the year. That's something we have to plan for. A lot of the forecasting agencies are forecasting a slowdown, and so the city needs to be prepared to buffer that.
President Green described it as a conservative budget. It would spend $87.4 million more than we did last year. That's up 7%. Overall, I asked Green if any new tax increases might be on the table. She said that's possible. reporting downtown. Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
Rosati Kane Academy in St. Louis has a new president. Maggie Sullivan will take over starting May 1st. She's a former assistant principal at St. Joseph's Academy and has nearly 25 years of education experience. The all-girls high school was set to close at the end of the school year because of a new restructuring plan from the Archdiocese of St. Louis. But Rosati gained a sponsor to become independent with the new name Rosati Kane Academy.
It was another warm day with highs in the 80s, but our Weather First team is tracking some storms.
Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Castillo. I know some changes are on the way, Jim.
Yeah, some big changes and much colder as we get into this weekend. We're talking frost even by Sunday morning, maybe even a freeze for some. A little bit more on that coming up, but you know, the high today, 85. Storms we've been watching in Illinois, north of us, Lincoln, and also right around Aurora and west of Chicago. Zooming in a little bit, we had one little cell pop up, wasn't severe, just a good downpour from Gasconade to Herman, and that died out. But what we're watching is tomorrow, a cold front bumps into some of this moisture that's trying to make its way back in here tonight, and it's going to be gusty and also a chance of some severe weather in here. So wind gust and large hail, the biggest threats for tomorrow, but we really can't rule out one of those spin-up tornadoes too. So something we'll keep our eyes on. Low pressure is just to our north and west. Tornado watch, by the way, in effect from St. Joe, Missouri and into Omaha. The wind gust today near 40 miles an hour. Much more on our forecast coming up.
Get the latest Weather First forecast on your phone. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355.
A nonprofit in Belleville needs help after weekend storms knocked down its radio tower.
Yeah, Mind's Eye translate visuals through audio for people who are blind. And 5 on your side's Elise Schoenig joins us live in Belleville with how you can help. Elise.
Hey guys, let's just take a look at what that wind did and how much it really just absolutely knocked over this radio tower here. I mean, you can just see it goes across the roof, it goes out into that tree on the right, it even touches the parking lot there in the front. And that's why the president and CEO tells me they're not operating inside, but they need your help from the outside. Now, President and CEO Jason Frazier says that damage to the roof is currently being assessed, and we only spent a few minutes looking at the inside together, as you're seeing there, out of safety. Now, Mind's Eye volunteers audio record themselves reading newspapers, ads, local sporting events, and more, all for free. But they broadcast in lots of different ways, which is why Frazier says that they need help.
We're going to depend on our volunteers probably more than ever, the ones that we currently do have, and hopefully get a new crop to help us read some stuff remotely.
They're looking for any and all volunteers they can take right now. If you want to help, you can call their number. That's 618-394-6444. And again, they're happy to take as many volunteers and as much help as they can get right now. But for now, we are reporting live in Belleville. Elise Schoenig, 5 on your side.
An attorney representing Ralph Yarls' family says the teen is expected to fully recover. He was shot when he accidentally went to the wrong house in Kansas City last week. The homeowner who shot him, Andrew Lester, is charged with assault and armed criminal action. Yarl knocked on doors in the neighborhood for help after he was shot, and some neighbors came out to help. One of them says she's willing to be a witness if there is a trial.
You don't want to look into a child's face and eyes and tell him he's okay when you honestly don't know if he's going to be.
The teen has a traumatic brain injury but can walk and communicate. Today, Lester pleaded not guilty in court.